Hello everyone and welcome. Today's video is going to cover a very important political science topic, that is public opinion, its detriments and a critical examination of those detriments. My name is Nikki Tiwari and I am currently in my first year of Masters from the Department of Political Science, Vasanta College for Women. Now let's get straight into it. Now let's look at the meaning of public opinion. So public opinion reflects what people in general think about political event and government policies. And importantly, it is not just a majority view, it includes minority voices too. As a concept, it is an aggregate, a collection of individual views, attitudes, and beliefs held by a significant proportion of community on a particular topic. Scholars are divided on this. Some treat public opinion as a unified synthesis of society's view, while others see it as a collection of many differing, even opposing views. Both perspectives are valid and worth nothing. What's fascinating is that public opinion does not just influence politics and elections, it shapes culture, fashions, literature, and the art, consumer spending, and even public relations. So its reach is truly everywhere. Now let's move to how scholars have defined public opinions over the years. The first definition comes from Walter Lippmann from his landmark book Public Opinion. He described public opinion as a picture in our heads, the image of the world that people carry and act upon, not necessarily the real world itself. So, this is a profound insight of Lippmann, saying that people don't react to reality directly, but to their perceptions of it. Now, the second definition is from Lord Rice from the American Commonwealth. He defined public opinion as the aggregate of views that people hold regarding matters that affect or interest the community. So, both the definition captures something important, that public opinion is a collective phenomena but shaped by a perception, not just objective fact. Now we arrive at the core topic, that is the detriments of public opinion, the factors that shape, build, and influence what the public thinks. Now, the first detriment is the press or print media. So, print media includes newspaper, periodicals, pamphlets, journals, and leaflets. It supplies information on all political and social events happening across the world. It throws light on current issues. This is why the press is called the watchdog of democracy, as it carries the public voices to the government. Here people expresses their criticism or support through press articles and comments, making government responsible and answerable. At the same time, government also use media to propagate their own policies and achievement to mold public opinions in their favor. Now the second detriment is political parties. So political parties formulate and organize public opinion. They are called mobilizers of opinion. They not only make public they not only make people aware of public issues but also make them politically conscious. They publish journals, pamphlets, leaflets, manifestos, and posters to shape public opinions in their favor. Moving ahead, let's look at the third detriment, that is educational institutions. So these include schools, colleges, literary clubs, study circles, universities, and libraries. They are mold public opinion. They can mold public opinion to a great extent. Adolescents, in particular, are easily swayed by the opinions of others, which is why the right kind of training at this stage is very important. Eminent leaders, scholars, and educationalists help in building leadership qualities through debates, talks, and seminars. Co curricular activities like drama, symposia, painting, and slogan writing competition also prove very effective in sensitizing students to important national and international issues. Now, the fourth detriment is radio and television. So, electronic media act as a mirror of social life. An important distinction here: print media reaches only the educated. Electronic media, however, reaches both educated and uneducated masses alike. Audiovisual media is a powerful tool for social transformation, helping establish a social order for free from social evils. It educates the masses on sensitive issues like casteism, communalism, and violence. So, radio and television masses are able to communicate their feelings and opinions regarding various government policies and programs. Now, the fifth detriment is public meeting. Public meeting or platform are an effective means of molding public opinion across social, culture, intellectual, and political activities through lectures, seminars, symposia, workshops, and conferences. They are able to gather large crowds. Speakers try to establish a personal and emotional bond with the public, motivating them towards positive and healthy action. This is perhaps the most direct and impactful form of communication for shaping opinion. Now, the last detriment is opinion polls. Opinion polls are a very effective way of gathering information about public attitudes and opinions on political, social, cultural, and economic matters. They are usually conducted by professional agencies that select representative samples of population. They have become an increasingly popular and useful method for understanding and analyzing public opinion. However, there is an important caveat, There have been instances where opinion polls have failed to correctly analyze situations and their predictions have proven wrong. But they certainly carry significant influence on public opinions, regardless. Now we arrive at the most analytical slide, the critical examination of the detriments of public opinion. So let's look at both what works well and where it falls short. Starting with the strength. So firstly, it keeps leader in check. Public opinion works like a report card for governments. If leader knows the public is unhappy, they are more likely to change their decision to avoid electoral consequences. Secondly, it gives people a voice. It allows ordinary citizens to feel genuinely involved in governance. When government listens, people feel respected and heard, which is the very foundation of democracy. Thirdly, it points out problems. Often the public recognizes issues like rising food prices or deteriorating infrastructure before the government does. Public opinion acts as an early warning system. Fourthly, it gives laws power. When most people agree with a law, they follow it willingly because they believe in it, which increasingly compliance and social cohesion. Now the limitations and the critics. First, it can be misinformed. The public often lacks complete information or complex issues like international trade or scientific policy. This can result in demand for solutions that are emotionally satisfying but practically ineffective. Secondly, it easily swayed. Advertisements, social media trends, and powerful rhetorics can manipulate or emotionalize the public, leading to impulsive reactions up rather than thoughtful analysis. Thirdly, it gave the la- it in it, the loudest voice wins. What we call public opinion is often the view of a small but vocal minority, while the silent majority may actually think very differently. Fourthly, ignoring the minority. So, if 90% of people want something that harms the remaining 10%, public opinion can become a tool for unfair or discriminatory treatment. And now we reach our conclusion. So, friends, public opinion is not a spontaneous or natural phenomena. It is a constructed, contested, and constantly shifting social reality. Its agencies like family socialization, press, political parties, educational institutions, radio, TV, internet, and religion and culture do not operate in isolation but in complex overlapping interactions with one another. In the Indian context, where caste, religion, regional media, and WhatsApp networks form a unique and complex interplay, this multi agency framework is absolutely essential but also insufficient on its own. The traditional framework of Lippmann and Bayer remain foundational, but they must now be supplemented with contemporary theories that account for digital media, intersectionality, and post truth politics. Now, I will close with this thought that in a democracy, public opinion is both the product of institutions and their masters. Understanding what shapes it is understanding democracy itself. So, that was our complete presentation on public opinions, its detriments in critical examination. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your classmates. Thank you.